The DCEU is officially dead. All right, so it's actually sad.
Yeah, that's on a for real note,
It's fucking
kind of a
depressing.
big fucking deal.
Yeah, like it's
It's
big
also
deal.
kind of a big fucking deal. In order to kind of explain where we're at now, we gotta kind of backtrack a bit.
Yeah, so this channel basically started when the official DCEU was getting going with the channel started about 2 months after BVS came out. And we've been covering DCEU movies since the start of this channel. And the fact is that we've covered the start and the
Well, we've covered
death.
everything except for Man of Steel.
Yeah. Like, okay, so it's even hard to just put in like in our minds that it's done. So let me just go with the news. So it was officially announced by the president of Warner Brothers that the DCEU, they were no longer going forward with movies connected in an intertwined universe, the Marvel route, and that their movies were going to focus on being solo films for that
Now,
character.
I see them shutting down the universe now. Now, who's to say in another 5 to 7 years if they don't try the whole restart the fucking
Yeah.
universe once they actually get like, which is what they should have fucking. It's just so sad because DC is doing now what they should have done to begin with.
Yeah.
But they fucking had to jump headfirst in because they saw how much money Marvel was making.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's very interesting to hear this news right so soon after the release of Aquaman, because with Aquaman and Wonder Woman, that marks two movies, well, not exactly in a row because you had Justice League in the middle, but you basically two solo films that are successful. Wonder Woman was critically acclaimed.
Well, okay, the movies are financially successful. There's a difference, okay? Like, even the worst Marvel movie, which by worst is like okay to their standards at this point, it's both critically and commercially,
Yeah.
okay? The problem that DC has with the problem with Wonder Woman and Aquaman, not that it's bad, is they're commercially successful. Critically is a different story.
Wonder Woman critically is
Like,
successful.
Critically is yes. Aquaman,
Right.
on who you talk
Yeah,
to.
it's right in the line in the middle with Aquaman.
This all started with BVS, and BVS was a fucking failure on numerous things. Now it could have been. There's a numerous reasons why people don't like BVS. It could be because of the portrayal of Batman and Superman. It could have been because of the directing. It could have been because of the studio interference. Okay, there are hour-and-a-half long video essays on why BVS fucking sucks. We are not that channel. Okay?
No.
If you want to go watch that, go watch that. There's some really good ones out there.
Yeah.
Okay. We're just trying to give you the TLDR. Now, I'm not saying BVS was as bad as episode 1, okay? But you could start to see the cracks. And then was it Wonder Woman immediately after?
No, Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad was immediately after. And that was where the cracks, it wasn't just cracks. No, they took a fucking sledgehammer and was like, we're gonna make this shit fucking craters. Goosh.
And guess what? Suicide Squad had an episode 1 effect.
You mean Academy Award winning Suicide Squad? I know it hurts to say, but
gives me heartburn.
You know.
It that too had episode 1 effect because you went in, you saw Harley Quinn, Deathstroke. I mean,
Oh, you want to prove that it had episode 1 effect? Go watch our hour-and-a-half fucking video on it. Oh yeah.
yeah, we know that was our first deep movie review. It was an hour and a half.
That was our BVS. Like that was, you know, like, oh no, guys, it's actually really good. I actually surprisingly liked it. And the more I thought about it, and I can't remember if I went to go see it a second time.
So here's the thing about that. it's such an episode one effect on us that as time went on, we thought during that film review that we got to the end of it was like, oh god, that was a shit movie. Even though we started the film review loving it. We went back and watched it recently, about a week
No,
ago.
we gave that shit a positive fucking review.
We gave that a very positive review.
Positive review.
B's. We give it B's.
Yeah.
Not the Nicolas Cage B's. Fucking B
Yeah.
pluses.
No, dude. Like, people change over time.
Yes.
Tastes evolve.
Yes.
Okay. We are not like we were back then.
No.
But with that being said, I fucking hate Suicide Squad. It's the. Let me put it to you like this: I'll watch BVS. I'll watch Justice League. I'll watch Suicide Squad, Aquaman, Shazam, and even though they may have problems, even though they may be bad, I can still find some sort of enjoyment out of it. Okay, I fucking despise Suicide Squad. I can't sit through it. I can't. I can't legitimately sit through this movie, and even with have the one or two moments with Jive Courtney or Will Smith being Will Smith on top of the fucking car shooting. I can't. I fucking hate that movie. I hate it with a burning fucking passion.
So, you might think, oh, they're just some Marvel fanboys.
We're not.
Look back at
We're
our
not.
last couple weeks. DC on the CW, Titans. If you
No, and I was just about saying that because I can already see the comment now. Oh, you guys don't. Oh, Jimmy D and Soul, fuck y'all. You're just a bunch of Marvel fanboys.
it doesn't help.
If you want DC to fail, you guys can't have fun. You don't know what fun is.
It doesn't help that you're wearing a Marvel shirt right now. But
Okay,
if you could see what is Soul's head is blocking in my camera, you would see Wonder Woman posters. You would see Batgirl, Supergirl figures. Like, DC is one of our favorite things. And I think this gets you to continue your point. The fact is, we like Marvel movies and all, and some Marvel characters, but DC overall, I feel like I personally connect with.
I grew up on DC.
I grew up with the Justice League cartoon and Superman cartoon, Super Friends on Boomerang. Like, I watch all that. But like,
But
if you look at my comics that I just got in the mail, it's Batgirl and Supergirl. Like, DC, I enjoy so much the characters so much better.
I love DC characters. Like, Batman and Batman has one of the greatest rogues gallery ever fucking made. The only person who I can honestly say has a better rogues gallery, equal or rivaling to Batman, is Spider-Man.
Exactly.
That's the only character I can honestly say, okay, you know what? Man, think of a greater rogues than Batman. Spider-Man. Yeah, shit, okay.
One of their biggest flaws is they didn't know what direction they wanted to take their characters. Versus what the comics, everybody had. In the comics, the directions are perfect. In the cartoons, the directions is perfect.
And I get it. I get what DC's thing was to be. They didn't want to be Marvel. Well, guess what? What did that get you? Not that I'm saying you should have been Marvel. Okay, but this whole, we don't want to be Marvel. We want to be dark and edgy and mature, and that's not fucking DC. DC is, yes, bad DC comics are dark and edgy and mature, okay? Like stuff that was made in like the 90s or Batman Jazz. When you think of Superman, you don't think of a dark, depressing, realistic alien who, you know, is ostracized and a lot of grays and blacks. You think of you think of pretty much a Jesus Christ figure. I'm sorry to say it.
Yeah.
You think of basically a Jesus Christ. You think of hope and humanity.
Yeah.
You think of kindness towards one another.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean,
you think of striving to be a better person. Okay?
and this carries the point. Justice League, the movie, not a good movie.
No, It is.
But
It is.
watching Batman and Justice League and all that within that movie, honest to God, was some of the most enjoyment I got out of watching a movie in the theaters I've had in years. Yeah. And the rumors was that they changed the reason Wonder Woman got delayed was because they were changing it to fit as a reboot to recast Batman and all. But now, if there's no DCEU,
The fuck's the point?
what was the point of
Here's
changing
the
it?
thing: they would have to recast both Batman and possibly Superman, because Henry Cavill is still up in the air on if he's still super. In DC's ever so quest to not be like Marvel, you have somehow, by the holy grace of God Almighty, fucked this up so bad, so fucking bad, that we honestly didn't think was reachable.
I honest to God didn't think the DCU would end. Like, once it was announced, I figured, oh, yeah, okay. Fucking the Holy Trinity. Like,
Yeah. Like, I thought, and then as it went on, I'm like, okay.
no, even as it went on. Like, I'm like,
No,
these
okay,
movies are bad,
bad,
but they're
but
still making money.
they're still making money, and they're at least making attempts to put it, and it's not like a lot of these reviewers who are like, nope, fuck it, I'm done with the DCEU. Fuck it, I cannot take this shit anymore. It's like, no, I'm still on. See, they're trying. They're fucking trying. It's taking forever, but they're trying. And now it's to a point to where it's just like, I legitimately have no fucking idea what the hell is going to happen. I don't.
We don't know what's going to happen.
You know, DCEU and their ever so quest to be. See, this is my biggest problem with DC at the moment is they want to be these. They don't want to be Marvel. So they want to be this dark and serious. But we've tried to prove them and tell them over and over and over again that dark and serious does not fucking work. Okay, so I guess they think, well, because I guess it doesn't work on the big screen, let's move it down to the small screen. And no, they're not getting it. Your DC Comics, dark and serious only works for certain properties.
The only dark and serious character, really, I can think of is fucking Raven.
Is Raven and Batman to a point.
Batman to a point, but he's fighting a clown.
But you can tell Dark. And there are some, like, if you start tapping into, like, you know, the more B grade and C grade heroes in DC.
Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments below what you think about the DCU. What movies do you see actually coming out from DC? And
what DCEU movies do you actually think of are good? Like which ones do you actually like? You know? And if you like BVS or Justice League or Suicide Squad, I question your judgment on that last one. But if you actually like those, please explain why. We would like to know. Okay?
And, like always, let us know in the comments what you think we should talk about next. And, like always, I will see you in the next one. Later.
Geek out.